A sudden arrival occurred, which bring fantastical items from another world to the real world. These items gave powers to the human of the real world. Some has become Spider-Man with a gun, a Green Hulk Frankenstein. The world descended into chaos because of these new powers. Yet there was one guy who doesn't give a F about these powers. Our MC, Hao Han, a seasoned otaku and ordinary guy, who just wants to spend a simple life with his inflatable girlfriends. The one below the couch, who seems to have been squeezed dry of her essence because of his needs. And this other world didn't only brought items as a dowry for him, they also brought him women. Women who are ready to get his essence. Their origin were unknown, but they all have one goal, and that is to have his baby. Days after days, new women arrive every day, just to get his attention. He tried to preserve that innocence of his, but at the end, how long can a man endure, right? When someone as beautiful as these are inviting him to the party every day. So no matter what their purpose is, since they've come to him, there's no way he is letting them go. After all, he can squeeze dry that doll. Think about what he will do with a real person. He is joining that party with all the mysterious ladies who are inviting him every day. With his shiny armor, he is ready to protect the world and the women, and also make all of them his. Next, the story begins like this. A mysterious game called Apocalypse has suddenly taken the internet by storm. Game lovers are getting addicted to it. But what remained puzzling is that the developer of the game is still unknown, as if it appeared out of thin air. But there is someone who is not interested in this game, whose developer is unknown. Our MC, Hao Han. He doesn't want to play this game, not in this lifetime. Even the news channels are informing the people to not play that game of unknown origin, and install it from their devices, because it might be a scam. Anyways, Hao Han, who doesn't give a crap about that game, gets ready to die on his bed for today. And on his bed, he has a life-size bikini girl body pillow with him. And we all can guess what he does with that pillow at night. It was then when he heard some saying, "Sir, I finally found you." A lady, a beautiful lady at that, who is ready to get that essence of his. Seeing such a beautiful girl in front of him, he thinks that he is dreaming. Dreaming about a big plant with a weird mouth, about to eat a green plant that just sprout. The weird-looking plant bites that green horn plant. This sensation was so painful as we can see it on Hao Han's face. At the same time, there is this warm feeling which is making him blush a little. Because of this sudden pain, he tried to protect himself and reach out his hands to something very soft and nice. When you grab it, because of this new feeling he never felt before, he opens his eyes and saw a beautiful girl playing bounce on him. He pushes her away, confused about the situation. A girl just suddenly appeared in his place and was playing bounce on him. But the girl is disappointed because she was so close to finished playing bounce with him. She introduces herself and that her name is Ren Junkai from the Fleeting Fortune group, and apologizes for violating her body without his consent, because it was an extremely urgent situation. Han is still in shock because her face is new to him, and he has never heard of this Fleeting Fortune group before. Then they notices something outside. Han's eyes gets wide open to see the thing outside. A werewolf with its ding-dong hanging jumps into his apartment, but it gets blown away with a strong fire flame. Han is scared and shocked because there is a big hole in his apartment now. It was Ren who used that fire attack. Before she completes the extraction, she is not going to let anyone harm Han. More of those werewolves gets ready to jump inside Han's apartment. Ren gets ready to take care of them, and after that they will have fun together. Then a voice comes from the corner of his room. It's the system, and it didn't expect that the game it developed to be so powerful, that it broke through the dimensional barrier. Han is confused by this new situation, and now that thing is talking to him. He gets ready to smash it with a chair. The system stops him and informs him that it's the creator of the game, Apocalypse, and soon to become the supreme ruler of the real world. Han stopped after hearing that. That weird thing is the developer of that weird game. The system, its name is Wanks, the strongest system of the past, present, and future. But Han doesn't care about what that system is. He just wants to know if that outside is also its doing too. And it was the system's doing. It was bored with playing games on the phone, so it tried something different this time. After upgrading the game 10,086 times, it successfully broke through the dimensional barrier, integrating the game in the real world. And the woman and the werewolves are the game characters. They have come through the wormhole to find Hao Han. After knowing that they came from the game that he never played before, he gets ready to play game with that system if it doesn't explain itself. The system gives him the pure details of why this is happening to him. Turns out he is the foundation of that game world. Without him, the game world will be destroyed. It happened because the system randomly used some picture from the internet to make the foundation of the game. And it turned out to be Hao Han's picture. So all the characters in the game believe that he is the savior and have come to seek his help. But only game characters can come to the real world, and people from real world can't enter the game world. And Ren Junkai came to use some kind of very interesting method to seize his essence, so that she can take his blood back and give birth to the savior. turning the tide of the game world. Han, after knowing that more women will come to get his essence, asks the system about their arrival. He starts to prepare and warm up for the upcoming battles, but the system gives him a shocking information that these women wants to monopolize his essence. After all, one savior's offspring is enough. So no matter who takes his first, but the outcome is either his head above gets cut off, or the head below gets cut off. This is dangerous. He doesn't want either of his heads to get cut off, so he gets ready to escape from there. However, it was already too late. The first descent has already begun. The items and the skills have started to descend from the game world to the real world. Han is also surprised to see those light pillars suddenly appearing everywhere. The system informs him that its game has broken through the dimensional barrier. Various equipment, items, and even character from the game will arrive in the real world with the descents. And from now on, no more playing games on the phone. Their life will be the game. And with this, Han's life is in more danger, because everyone in the world will be after him. There's no point running now. Then he notices something below. Ren, she is in dangerous situation. The Earth-type level 3 giant wolf king is about to hack her up. But Han doesn't want that lady who tastes the tip of his little brother to die just like that. So he asks the system to give him some item and equipment, since the system have descended there. After all, he is the savior and the foundation of the game. He can't be defeated by some dogs. And indeed, the system is there to give him some cheats. And the rules are simple. Han has to please the system. He will earn points. And those points can be exchanged for a chance to draw cards, which gives him skills, equipment, elixirs, or even a spiritual beast. And by that please, the system mean that Han has to perform some performances with the other characters that are coming for him. And Han being ridden by Zio-Kai just before was fantastic, so the system gets ready to give him some points for that. The system gives him 30 points. He draws some card with those points. The red represents skill, blue represents equipment, and gold represents elixirs. Han chooses the skill, and the skill is Blazing Explosion Burst. A sea-level skill, attribute is fire, attack power is 300. Bonus damage is 100 to wood attribute, and minus 50 to earth attribute. And to activate that skill, he has to place it in his wristband. He places his skill in the wristband. The wristband changes into Ben 10 watch. He has to press it to activate his skill. Just kidding. Anyways, now that he has activated his skill, he has become strong. On the other hand, Ren is getting beaten by that werewolf. But her clothes defense is too strong, even after getting hit by such a powerful wolf. Only her clothes got torn. She didn't suffer any damage. I mean, look at her. She is perfectly fine. The wolf gets ready to give a finishing blow. Ren, seeing that she is about to die, apologizes to her father for not being able to complete the mission to bring back the essence of the noble bloodline. She is ready to accept her death. But not in Han's watch. He runs down his apartment like Flash, jumps at that wolf with his fiery fist, punches the wolf right in its face, knocking it down in one punch. Seeing him like that, coming to protect her in such a time, something happened to her heart. A love happened. Her hero, the Silver Knight, came to protect her, but this Silver Knight was in his shorts and tank top. But he has that fire fist of Ace. There are still other small wolves. They jumps at him, but they are just some small wolves. They didn't stand a chance against the big dog. His fire fist blow them away. But the boss wolf is still not dead yet, so he charges towards it with his fire fist. And I am saying fire fist because it reminds me of Porgas D. Ace's fire fist. This time, his punch seems super strong. It made the wolf to breathe fire from its mouth, even though it's not a dragon. And for killing that wolf, he gained 50 experience points. And he is confused to see that game-like interface in front of him. And after the boss is dead, the other wolves are running away from there. Han checks his stats. His attribute is fire, occupation is undetermined, level is 1. Attack is 35, defense is 15, speed is 20, critical hit is 1, spirit power is 9. Next, Han is repairing the hole that Ren made earlier, and the system is super happy, asking Han about his experience with the real game. But Han is not happy. He is someone who doesn't like playing games, and Ren is ready to continue the task where they left before. But our boy doesn't want to die. He remembers the words of the system very clearly, that as soon as they complete the extraction, he will be killed on the spot. So he gets ready to go and buy some late-night snacks, and after that they will continue. As he was about to leave, there was someone waiting for him outside. That someone pushes him inside the room. He falls down, and she steps on him. Another beautiful lady. She is Special Agent Lyf from Special Operations Bureau on a mission. She gets ready to search his room thoroughly. They starts to search for whatever they are searching for. Han is surprised to see that the girl from before is not there. At the same time, he is relieved that she wasn't found. Faye notices something under the bed and gets ready to check it. At the same time, the system also appears in her walkie-talkie, showing its teeth to Han. Han slaps the system, but he slapped the system of Lyf. His slap was so strong that smoke is coming from her back system. Now he is F up. He slapped it without even asking her. At least, he should have asked her first. Get her permission. But without permission he is dead. She gets ready to take that pervert back to the station and personally interrogate him. The hand she saw was the hand of that dry-up doll. Man, Han is dangerous, huh? Han is being taken to the station, guarded by 4 police cars. On their way to the station, he keeps telling her that he is innocent, but she is not buying that. Then some explosion happens from the right side of the road. Dr. Octo have robbed a bank. Why is he here? He should be fighting Spider-Man. And not only Dr. Octo, even Red Spider-Man with a gun have come there. Wolverine without claws, and a Hulkenstein is also there. Is this another secret war of MCU that we don't know of? And Han is surprised to see all his superheroes coming to his world to cause chaos. Faye quickly informs her headquarters about the criminals robbing the treasury, and she is ready to stop them. But the headquarters doesn't want her to get involved with those criminals, and orders her to just focus on her current mission, because other squads are already on the move to stop those criminals. Now she is bored because she wanted to blast those criminals with some heavy weapons. That's why the headquarters didn't allow her to handle those criminals next. They arrive at the Special Operation Bureau headquarters. Made Han sit on a chair and leave him alone there for hours. He gets ready to inform Faye about everything. After all, he is the real victim here. The system appears making fun of him for being arrested even though he has the power to take down everyone there. Han vents his anger at that system because of it. He is in that situation. He was living his life peacefully, making love with his dolls and all. But now his peaceful life is destroyed because of that system. And Faye leave him alone in that room because it's a tactic to make his mental defense crumble in minutes. She gets ready to see how is he holding up right now. But what they saw was him showing his finger to them. Now she is in rage. She didn't expect him to have such a strong psychological resilience. She gets ready to start her interrogation. When she was about to enter the room, a guy named Tang Xiao comes there. He tries to invite her to a dinner with him. She rejects him right away, but he keeps on pestering and ready to show her the night of her life if she comes with him on a date. This makes her mad and informs him that she is not one of those fools he got pregnant, and if he tries something like this again, she will cripple him. After that, she leaves to interrogate Han. 2 ladies heard all their conversation. Makes fun of Tang Xiao, who started chasing Lin Fei after her dad became the director. He gets super mad after hearing those gossips and at those 2 girls. At the same time, Lin Fei is interrogating Han. Even though Han told her that he is innocent and all, she is still not believing in him. She wants to know who broke his wall from outside. And what exactly broke in? And why were they looking for him? Somewhere in the staircase of that station. Blood is splashing everywhere. And it's Tang Xiao. He is pulling his pants up. Means he did something bad with those 2 ladies from earlier. And that's because he got the power and is ready to make everyone pay for humiliating him. He leaves from there laughing. And as for the 2 ladies, that son of a dog will rot in hell. After that, Tang Xiao comes to the evidence room, since he is higher officer than the one guarding the evidence. The guard gives him info of all the evidence. After finding the evidence, he finishes the guard. He is there to find the items that fell from the other world. The game. Other officers also found the dead bodies of the 2 ladies on the stairs. They are shocked to see that 2 of their officers are dead in the station in such a cruel way. They inform the director of the Special Operation Bureau, Lin Wancha. The director is mad, even broke the pen he was writing with. And from the surveillance footage they retrieved, they found that it's Tang Xiao. Another officer comes there informing them that they found Tang Xiao, and that he is in the evidence room. Director gets super mad. He gets ready to kill Tang Xiao for killing a colleague. Outside the evidence room, they have come fully prepared. They have secure all the exit. Gets ready to break down that door. But the door gets blasted, sending all those officers near that door flying. Tang Xiao comes out from the room. They attacks Tang with their power guns, but those bullets didn't do anything to Tang Xiao. He has transformed into an Iron Man. Not the Iron Man, okay, since the bullets are not working. The director gets ready to initiate the anti-metal tactics. They throw some gas bomb at Tang. Turns out, those bombs are liquid nitrogen. But even with that, Tang's armor didn't break. He activates another skill. Director orders everyone to evacuate, while he himself charges toward Tang. Tang also gets ready to use that skill of his on Director. Director blocks that punch of his with his bear punch. Director manages to block Tang's punch, but the fire coming from the punch of Tang didn't burn out. It spread from the side and burned other officers who were standing on the side. At the same time, Lin Fei is chalking Han with her melons. Not only chalking, she is also, wait, what is she trying to do? A role seems to be reverse here. She notices the alarm finally, comes outside to check what is going on there. The other officers informs her that Tang Xiao has mutated and is causing chaos in the station. Tang also comes down from the upper floor, ready to give her a taste of his power. She gets ready to neutralize him right there. Han has finally recovered from that chalking of Lin Fei. He is relieved that his neck didn't get break by that crazy woman. Then suddenly, Lin Fei comes flying with a door and Tang Xiao inside that room. Tang gets ready to do the do thing with her. After all, he got all those powers to do that thing to her. She begs someone to save her, someone who was thinking of slipping from there unnoticed. Han gets ready to get out from there without disturbing them. He doesn't want to get involved in that mess. Tang also gives him a chance to get out of there. But the system has something else for Han. It calls Tang a despicable scum for bullying a woman, tells him to come at him if he has the guts. Tang turns back, he only saw Han there, gets ready to kill Han if he doesn't leave. And Lin Fei is surprised to see Han being so heroic to save her. Han tells them that it's the voice from the camera. But who will buy that? Tang gives him a last chance to leave from there or he will die. Tang gets back to what he was about to do with Fei. And Han, he is ready to leave from there. The system once again calls Tang a useless trash, incapable, impotent. He doesn't have it to do it with her. Now the water is overflown from the cup. And Han is like, if I tell you it wasn't me, will you believe it? Hell no. Tang charges towards him with his Iron Man punch with Thor's power. Han quickly draws his cards, seeing that Tang gets shocked. Han uses whatever skill he got from that draw, hopes it to be useful. He has drawn a sea-level skill, Blood Dragon Pillar. Attribute is fire. Attack power is 250. Some big explosion happens there. Tang gets sent back because of the explosion, and Han have rescued that damsel in distress from Tang's grasp. But Tang has many skill and finding them is not pain in the butt for him. He sends some shadow kind of skill to find Han and Fei. Han and Fei have safely escaped from that room. But the system is not happy with Han for running away like that from an enemy. Fei gets shocked to see that computer virus talking, and Han is mad at the system for yelling at him. And he run away because that guy has too many skill with him on his bracelet. But the system still thinks that he shouldn't run away like that. After all, he is the chosen one, and it's just a equipment. Asks Han to hurry up and please the system, and he can have as much as he want. Hearing them talking like that, Fei gets shocked thinking Han did it with that computer virus. Han informs her everything that the real culprit is that thing. It is the one that created an apocalyptic game that broke the dimensional wall. And now the game items and characters are invading their world. She finally understood the situation, and how Tang Xiao became so powerful. She gets ready to go and find her father, the only one who can subdue Tang Xiao. System informs her that her father is half burned, shows her father, who is half burned, because he fought with Tang Xiao and was seriously injured. She gets super worried about her father after seeing him like that. Han calms her down because going there right now is dangerous, and a three-headed wolf is also coming there. Fei begs Han to save her father, since he is the only one who can go against Tang Xiao now. System informs her to make him excited, so that he can help her father. She gets ready to do it, and lifts her clothes slightly higher. System gets disappointed on her, because like that, she won't be able to excite anyone. Since Han is not excited after seeing her legs, System tells her that she is not attractive to him. If that's the case, she gets ready to get serious, and pushes Han down, and takes out her, oh my god, takes out her face from down there. Now someone is getting excited after seeing her face, and after seeing that face, Han is like, this is pure suffering. But bro can do with her, she won't cut his heads. And thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, then watch this video here. Also like and subscribe for more, and stay tuned because next is going to be a big kaboom.